Are you someone who is trying to improve your communication skills and you got stuck at one point and then you realize that you need to build a fluency level in order to become an excellent communicator of English language? Hi, my name is Nihar Bishop Naik, the Chief Facilitator of ODCH, that's Odisha Digital Coaches Hub. And today in this content, I'm going to share a concept along with a few tips which will help you out to boost your confidence level. As a result, your fluency level will build up to make you an excellent communicator of English language. Usually we don't get the knowledge or difference between the communication skills and the English fluency. It's very important for us to understand English communication skill is a superset, okay? But the English fluency is a subset. So if this is English communication skills, there is a small part or element which is called English fluency. So this is the difference between communication skills and English fluency. So if you're finding it very difficult to improve your fluency, then there are two major areas that I'm going to share with you in this content. You have to put effort, you have to work on those two areas. The first one is practice, and the second one is accuracy and speed. Today, I'm going to give you a few tips on practice. Dear friends, make sure that you practice well, because practice is the mother of all skills. If you practice one thing on a regular basis, consistently, no one can stop you to grow in that particular field. So practice, makes a way towards the perfection. So it is important for you to spend enough time, qualitative time in practice to build your fluency in English language. So the question arises, what shall I practice and how shall I practice? Don't worry, I'm going to give you three tips. By following these three tips, you will be definitely able to build up your fluency. Step number 1, LSRW. Pause this video and type in the comment box LSRW. L stands for listening, S stands for speaking, R stands for reading, and W stands for writing. So if you work on this concept, LSRW, definitely you will be able to build your fluency. Now, there are two things in this LSRW concept. Number one is inputs and number two is outputs. Now, what are the outputs? Your speaking and writing are outputs, and inputs are listening and reading. My dear friends, I would like to bring your attention to outputs, because your output is speaking, your output is writing. We usually focus on outputs, but that will never help you out to build your fluency, and that is what's been happening with all of us. So you need to put your entire focus on inputs. If your input is better, if your input is stronger, ultimately your output will be stronger and effective. So dear friends, listening and reading are inputs. So make your inputs qualitative, stronger, better. How will you do that? Number one, you need to spend quality time in listening. So you have to listen to native speakers. So fix a time of the day where you will be listening to native speaker attentively, sincerely, consistently, and completely. Make sure that you are spending your quality time in listening. Not only that, you have to spend some quality time in reading. So if you practice these two elements, listening and reading, definitely your output will be stronger. Because when you listen attentively, carefully, completely, when you read, you will be able to receive the knowledge, you'll be able to gain the knowledge. So this is a practice that you have to put into practicality, in order to strengthen your output. Okay, so that's the first point that you need to practice. Make sure that you fix a time of the day for listening and reading, and after that you focus on output, that is speaking and writing. That brings me to tell you the second point or second element that you have to practice is record your speech while practicing and evaluate yourself. Whenever you are doing your practice on speaking, make sure that you record your speech. And after recording, evaluate yourself. And that will help you out to know your strong areas, your weak areas, by which you will be able to work on your weak areas. That's very important. Number 3 is seek for the feedback. It's very, very important to have a mentor, because mentors always give us a right suggestion. They lead us a right path, into a right path. So once you are practicing, if you have any doubts, if you have any problems, difficulties, or you can just share your recorded speech to your mentor and receive the feedback. Okay, that will help you out to organize your practice, organize your deliverance presentation accordingly. My dear friends, there are 3 steps that I shared with you. LSRW, okay, and record your speech and evaluate yourself, and seek the feedback from your mentor. If you practice this regularly, then no one can stop you to build your English fluency, which will eventually help you to boost your communication skills. Let me tell you one cool hack. If you want to stop a habit, if you want to build a habit which is related to your practice, do that particular task for 66 days. Believe me, on the 67th day, your task, your habit will become your second nature. So there will be no problem practicing. So my dear friends, these are the a few concepts and techniques, tips, which will certainly help you to practice well in order to build your English fluency, so that your communication skill will be improved. I think it was valuable, and I hope you'll be able to improve your fluency, at the same time your communication skills. On my next content, I'm going to talk about the second major area, which is accuracy and speed. So please stay tuned, and please be a part of our ODCH Facebook group. The link has been provided in the description. So make sure that you are there in ODCH Facebook group. Thank you so much for watching. Looking forward to see you on my next content.